So this is a video about dumpster diving. Now, I wanted to take this video like out in the wild and show you guys bubble wrap out in the wild, but I didn't have time, and I'm trying to get this course done in a way that kind of shows you everything you possibly need to know about storage units, and then also how to sell the contents. So what I'm going to do basically is show you this video that I did. This is a video I did based on bubble wrap and some other things. Now, I can't tell you how important this is. So if you look, bubble wrap you're definitely going to need this when you buy storage units, because a lot of the stuff that you're going to sell requires you to wrap it nicely so it doesn't break when you're shipping it, okay? Now, the idea here also is to save as much money as you possibly can. Try not to spend as much money as you can while you're buying storage units, because everything eats into the bottom line. You buy 5 or 6 rolls of bubble wrap here, that could be a price for a whole storage unit, right? So try to keep your costs as low as you possibly can. So what I do for shipping supplies is I actually dumpster dive for my bubble wrap, okay? This also is a great opportunity because a lot of the bubble wrap you see here is the really thin stuff. It's actually not very good bubble wrap. It's got the small bubbles. It's really thin, kind of cheaper bubble wrap. If you want the really expensive stuff, it costs a lot of money. And guess who spends a lot on the expensive bubble wrap? It is corporate companies. And they spend a lot of money on their bubble wrap, and it's really great stuff. And it doesn't cost you anything. So you guys are probably wondering, Wade, why are you doing a dumpster diving video on a storage unit course? And it's because this is where I find all my bubble wrap. I save anywhere from probably $500 to $1,000 a month. Think about that, $500 to $1,000 a month, not having to spend money on bubble wrap, literally. So that's the idea here. So this video is all going to be about a couple tips and tricks of where to find bubble wrap, and also foam and boxes, everything, right? It's not just bubble wrap, it's boxes too. Don't be buying your boxes to ship items. Use the boxes that you find in storage units, and also use boxes that you find in the recycling and some of these dumpster sites. Now keep in mind, some of these places, it's not legal to dumpster dive, okay? Do this at your own risk. Make sure that you look up your own laws. Okay, don't take my word for anything. Make sure you look up your own laws. A lot of times it's not state, but it's county laws. Make sure you look up your county laws and your city laws to make sure that you're able to dumpster dive. Now, another thing too, another tip is I actually have a few places in my location. It's not legal to dumpster dive where I'm at, but there's a few stores that allows me to grab the bubble wrap because it creates more room for their dumpsters. So they're okay with me grabbing their bubble wrap to make more room for their dumpsters. So as you can see here, the video, let me look at this bubble wrap here.
Oh, wow.
That's the really nice stuff. It's hard to see, but that right there saved me a ton of money.
Going all the way down there.
Let's see, we'll go over here.
Now, basically, long story short, some areas you're not technically able to dumpster dive here. So I actually went to the store manager and was like, hey, can I go through your recycling, some bubble wrap there I can reuse, and completely cool with it. So now I'm back at this dumpster. I'm going to pull this stuff out because it gets expensive. And we'll pull something else out if we find anything else that's good. But ask for permission, and sometimes they say yes. So really, really cool. I don't have any need for these. There's like wire mesh things, but there is some bubble wrap back there, guys, that we're gonna get real quick. So
that's the idea. I actually asked for permission for bubble wrap, and they were nice enough and got it for me. You can see here, I'm trying to scroll through the video.
This doesn't look like a lot, but it's actually quite a bit there.
Right there, that's probably 70 to 80 bucks worth of bubble wrap right there, and it just took me a couple seconds to grab out of a dumpster.
Oh, all right. Score. All right, dropping off all this bubble wrap, guys. There's more up there, and take it to the office. This is the office.
See, guys, so that's the idea. You can see here, I ship a lot of big bulky stuff and you need this bubble wrap, right? You need it to basically pad the items, and it just saves a ton of money. So that's the idea. Really make sure that you utilize, you know, if you can in your area, dumpsters for bubble wrap boxes and any kind of packing supplies like foam. Now the next tip I have for you guys, this is a really important pro tip, is before you go out sourcing, Google in your area, go to Google and type in industrial business parks, okay? Industrial business parks, because when you go to an industrial business park, you get a lot of businesses and you'll have a higher probability of getting really good bubble wrap in multiple quantity. A lot of bubble wrap, right? A lot of these companies, they'll get this stuff shipped to their warehouses, they'll unbox it, and then they'll throw away all the contents like bubble wrap and foam and boxes. And so Google search industrial business parks and look for those dumpsters, because that will be quicker than going to, like, you know, residential or, you know, those type of places. So business parks is a great one. Another one is, you know, like Bed Bath & Beyond. A lot of times you can find those kind of like big areas with all those big corporate companies. That's another good place to look. But save money. This will literally save you $500 to $1,000 a month selling online just by doing this couple things. Imagine if you saved $500 to $1,000 a month. That could be 3 or 4 storage units. It's completely paid for monthly. That doesn't cost you anything because you saved it on your packing supplies. So, all right, so this is a video on dumpster diving, just an idea of ways that you can save money while you buy storage units to make sure that you're in the best position to win. Ultimate goal by watching all these videos in this course is to make it to where you don't stop buying storage units. And a lot of times that happens because of money. People run out of money. And then there's other factors like time and just the overall work that's involved. But more importantly, a lot of times it comes down to money. So make sure that you understand that, you know, there's a few tips and tricks that you can do along the way to save money in different areas, so that way you're more successful buying units.